Johnnie, really competitive out there in the rain today, and it's so important we keep those performance levels high.
Yeah, absolutely. We're in the final stretch now. I keep talking about it, and the boys need to really keep driving the standards. Training's been excellent. Certainly has been for a number of weeks now when there's real competition around the group, and obviously morale's really high because we're winning games of football as well, which ultimately helps drive that. So yeah, really good session today.
Newport the visitors, and we've had some real battles with Graham Coughlin's side since you've been in charge.
Yeah, we have. We've had some really good games with them, some really close games. Always fiercely competitive, hardly fought games. Graham knows how to organise a team. He knows how to motivate and get the boys up for it, and they're certainly doing that. They're playing for him, and they're picking up results. So certainly we know we're in for a real tough game. We have to be absolutely on it, exactly how we have been of late in the last few games if we want to get something. So we know what we need to do. What we want to keep focusing on is ourselves, but we'll always show that respect to the opposition, and should be a really good game.
Yeah, they're in that pack just behind us, so they'll still believe they can do it as well, can't they?
Yeah, of course. It's like a mini league going for those playoff spots, and they're certainly well in it amongst it. They've picked up a lot of points already this season. With 8 or 9 games, whatever they've got left, they'll be looking at the same things that we're looking at, and 6, 7, 8 other teams will be doing the same thing. So. There's a lot to play for both here. It's not, we talk about teams being on the beach and stuff like that. There's none of that this season because so many teams are in the mix for different things. Teams fighting for the very top, teams fighting it out at the bottom, and then obviously in the middle of the league there is almost a mini league itself, trying to get into those playoff spots.
Yeah, there's no room for error. I mean, particularly with lots of clubs have got games in hand, haven't they?
Yeah, they have, but we've got points on the board, and not everyone's going to win the games. We're in a good position. We've picked up a good win on Tuesday that obviously leapfrogged a rival. So that's in the bank now. That's there. We've got that on the tally on the board. So these teams that have obviously got a game or two in some teams, they're going to play each other. People are going to drop points. So it's important that we keep doing our job, keep churning out them results, and obviously where we are now, we're the ones that people are trying to reel back in. But a lot of football to be played. A lot of it's not going to be straightforward. There's going to be a few little bumps, I'm sure, from now to the end of the season. But what we have done is put ourselves in a really good position with 8 games to go.
James Tilley made a real impact the last time we played them. Could he be involved this time?
Unlikely, to be honest. I know I spoke after the game that it wasn't too serious with Tills, and that remains. It's just where he's got a whack on his ribs. It's really sore. He hasn't been able to train yet, so unlikely that he's going to recover in time for the game. So
apart from Tills and Morgan Williams, everybody else okay?
That's it. Yeah. Obviously, Joe Lewis and Ryan Johnson are back in full training with the group. They come into our thoughts. Whether this week will be a little bit too soon. They've been out a long time. Them two, and we might look to play a friendly game next week just to get them and some other guys some important minutes, because we're going to need everyone, and I want people to be match sharp, match fit. But this game on Saturday might come a little bit too soon for them.
Just to ask you about the announcement this morning as well, of course, with Omar. He'll be okay for this game, he'll miss crew, but we hope to have him back for Harrogate, yeah?
That's right, yeah. So Omar, it goes away, got 2 important World Cup qualifiers. He's really enjoyed going and representing his country, and we have to respect that. So he will miss the crew game, he'll be away for that, but we're where the games when they're placed. If all being well, his travels go well, which we don't expect there to be any hiccups with. He'll be back in training with us before the Harrogate game and available to us.
Brilliant. Thanks for your time, Johnnie.
Cheers, man.